Hi there, and welcome back to Transmission Talks with Taryn and Joe. We're Taryn and Joe from Myles. You might be wondering, why is there so much pink here anyways? Well, it's Brakes for Breast Month here at Myles. So what do brakes have to do with transmissions? Well, I'm going to ask Joe all about it.
Why?
Why does my transmission feel like it's working harder lately? Could my brakes be to blame?
Yes, Taryn, they could be to blame. It depends on what's going on with your brakes.
What exactly are dragging brakes, and how do they overheat a transmission?
So dragging brakes are when the disc rotor is supposed to glide through the brake pads nice and freely when you're not on the brakes. And what happens is, with age, dirt, heat, everything breaks down, and sometimes they can collapse in and grab the disc when they're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
So that's your dragging brakes. And what happens is, as the transmission is trying to push the car through that issue, it's working twice, 3 times as hard, depending on how bad the brakes are.
Oh, okay.
And then the trans is working super hard. And the harder the trans works, the more heat it creates, and then the more problems you can cause down the road.
If my car feels sluggish, even if I let off the brakes, could that mean the brakes are dragging?
Could be. I mean, there's other reasons why you could end up being sluggish when you let off the brakes.
Really? Like what?
If the transmission is downshifting too early or anything like that, or you have poor engine performance as well, and it ends up being held back by that, that'll drag it down. But a lot of times, one of the most common things, if you have lack of maintenance in your car, is brakes.
Okay. Can bad brakes really cause transmission damage, or is that just a myth?
Depends on how long you let it go and how hard you make it work. So if you got full wheel ABS issues where the ABS unit's locking on all 4 wheels,
What does ABS stand for?
anti-lock brake system,
Thanks.
and a lot of times you'll have module failures, and sometimes it will increase pressure across the entire system. And then all 4 wheels are locked up, and sometimes people will try to make it go regardless.
Ooh.
Has a lot of heat, and
Yeah.
yes, you can break it.
Okay.
You can break the trans, you can snap axles, you can do all kinds of stuff.
Got it. How does uneven braking or a sticking caliper affect my drivetrain?
So it depends on your driving habits. So
Reckless.
so if you're going through turns and you're in back roads a lot more and you're uneven braking, and then the differential is kind of like binding up a little bit more and things like that, then you're causing extra stress on the axles
Got it.
and that part of the drive line. The transmission won't quite care so much on that part of it. It's kind of like the rest of it that's trying to work nice and even, and everything's kind of messing with it.
Okay.
But as far as transmission goes, it actually doesn't care too much.
Okay. What's this about a brake light switch causing shifting issues? Is that real?
It is real. Depending on, especially in a lot of newer cars. The TCM, or transmission control module, uses that information to know when you're stopping so it can downshift and adjust pressures as needed. So if it's not working right and you're coming to a stop, it doesn't know what to do. Or if it's stuck on and you're going up through the shifts, it won't understand, like, why am I shifting up when I'm stopping? So it can cause a lot of conflicting issues.
Okay. If my car's stuck in park, could it actually be a brake issue and not the transmission?
So if your car is stuck in park, usually one of the more likely reasons is because of the brake switch. If that brake switch on off needs to be able to tell the solenoid and the shifter to release or stay on. So if that is broken, it will not release it out of park.
Oh, okay. What's the best way to stop a small brake problem into becoming a big transmission repair?
Just make sure you're getting your brakes regularly checked and maintenance. As long as you're doing that and you keep up with, try not to wait till last second to brake. Try to give your car as much of a chance to slow down because you'll cause a lot of extra heat in the brakes. So other than that, just make sure regular maintenance.
Okay. So, can bad brakes really hurt a transmission?
Yes.
You heard it here, folks. Get your brakes checked. So you're probably wondering how we can help you over here at Myles. Well, from now until the end of October, you can schedule your brake service with us, and you'll get free brake pads with purchase of rotors and labor to install pads and rotors. Join us for next week's video, where we'll have a spooky good time talking more about auto repair. And guess what? It's Joe's birthday.
Yes, hi. That's me.
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
Boo.
Ooh.